Hello everyone, welcome to another MLM dumpster fire. Damn it, I keep looking into the wrong thing. I keep looking at myself instead of the camera. Oh, but anyway, getting used to new stuff, right? I'm batch recording. I'm also not even gonna bother changing my shirt from the last video because I'm kind of in a rush. So you may remember this lady. I believe she's in Pruvit, but I'm not sure. She never mentions the company that she's with. But yeah, she's also a multi-level marketing coach. And last time she was giving us very useless advice as per usual on how to be successful, and she kind of said that you need to pretend like you have a big team so that people actually join you, so you should crash someone else's open Zoom call, take a picture, a screenshot, and pretend that that's your team that you're on call with. Things like that. Very messy. But this one might be a little bit more spicy. I think she's a little bit angry about something, so we're gonna see what happens. I did not watch it. I only watched maybe like 20 seconds in the beginning. Before we get into it, big shout out to all my channel members. I really appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for your support, and everyone else who's watching, thank you for putting up with my messy background. And don't forget that the free way to support my channel is just by liking, subscribing. The longer you watch, the better the video is gonna do, maybe, probably, with the algorithm. And yeah, let's just put a little disclaimer in here and let's get into this shit show. All right, let's just start. Like I said, I'm in a little bit of a rush, but this video is not too long, so I'm getting notifications. It's so weird recording on my phone. Let's just get into this.
Hi guys! If you are watching the replay, drop me a fire emoji. Let's do a fire emoji because this talk is gonna be real quick, real short, real to the point, real talk. If you like real talk, drop real talk in the comments. A lot of people say they do, and then when I give them the real talk, they're like, I don't give real talk very often, but this was a conversation that I have had a couple of times in the last week, and so I thought, well, I have a larger audience because you guys are totally eating up all of these videos. Thank you, by the way. While I have kind of an engaged audience, I'm gonna give you guys some real talk because
I feel a little bit sad for the people who are actually watching this and think that she's giving good advice. I mean, I haven't seen a lot of her content, but from the previous video that we watched on my channel, her advice is useless. At least her lives are not too long, so they don't waste that much time for people who watch. But yeah, this kind of makes me feel really bad for people who listen to her and think that she's giving them valuable advice, because she doesn't. Maybe if you have a big following, then sure, but none of her advice was for the average person that joins multi-level marketing, that doesn't have a following on social media and that doesn't join early enough to be successful.
You deserve it because I love you, and you need someone to give you some tough love. I can't even say it, like it makes me nervous. So for those of you who don't know me, my name is Morgan Zambrano. I've been in network marketing for 5 years, and every single May I do 30 days or 31 days of live videos. This year I chose to do generic network marketing videos. So no matter what company you are in, it is my hope that you will get value out of these videos all month. I want to raise our profession. I want to level up our profession. I am in love with network marketing professional, network marketing forever. And I'm super excited to bring you guys some value. So if you get value from this video, feel free to share it. Feel free to tag some friends, and feel free to follow me, turn on notifications, because you will get videos all month, okay? So today I'm gonna be giving you guys very quick real talk on one of my best mental strategies that I use myself to take action. If you would like to take action faster, drop the word faster into the comments. How many of you get stuck in like analysis paralysis? Maybe you wallow in self-pity. Maybe you can admit that you have a little bit of a victim mindset and you like to blame and shame other people or blame and shame yourself, and it keeps you from taking action. Are any of you guilty of any of those things? Again, I'm bringing the real talk. It's hard for me. Here's what I do, and here's what a lot of people don't know about me. People think I'm so bubbly and so positive and so optimistic and I'm such a dreamer. And don't get me wrong, all of those things are true, but all of those things stem from obnoxious negativity. My brain is way more negative than you would ever realize it's very easy for me to spiral into self-doubt, to spiral into negativity. The difference is I've learned how to, in an instant, kind of pull myself out of it, in an instant take action anyway. And so I spiral faster than probably anyone, but then I pull myself out, okay? And so I'm not saying you can't be negative or that you always have to be positive. Like, no girl, like my brain goes to negative way before it goes to positive. You just gotta learn how to work through it. And that is a huge like mental muscle that you're able to pull, okay? So here.
Okay, first, your feelings are valid, your reactions are valid. If it helps you, obviously, if something bad happens to you, let's take for an example the flood that happened in our old apartment. Of course, I stand into negativity straight away. I've been struggling with that apartment for ages, even before. That wasn't the first flood that happened in the apartment. The agency didn't want to take any action to help us out. They would kind of just like fix it a little bit, just enough, and never do any extra work to actually help us feel comfortable or safe, for that matter, in that apartment. So of course, when all of that happened, I went into a very negative mindset, headspace. I was very sad. I was very devastated. It was very hard to find places. It's still very hard. Obviously, I'm still in the temporary place. It's very easy for me to be very negative and very sad and get overwhelmed with everything that's happening in life. But over time, I've tried to turn that into kind of seeing more of the positive side of everything. Just trying to think a little bit more positive, not trying to rush finding a new place, just trying to accept it is what it is. No one got hurt. I could have gotten hurt with all the electronics that we had in that room. And thankfully, none of that happened. So I'm trying to practice that more positive mindset and trying to see things over like from the positive side. However, I'm always going to react negatively in the beginning because that's just how I am. That's the type of person I am. I get overwhelmed, I get anxious, and of course I see everything through the negative light for a while. But then after a few days, I process everything, I get support that I need from my family and my partner, and then we try to look logically into the situation and start planning for the future. So your feelings are valid, whether they're negative or positive. You can't force positivity and you shouldn't force positivity. So sure, okay, you work through your problems, you work through your emotions, you try to get yourself out of a bad mental state. However, how is this relevant to MLMs? This is relevant to her because she wants to keep the people who are not seeing any success in an MLM, who are not seeing their biz advance, who are failing, who are very sad, discouraged. She's trying to use this. In my opinion, this is a good advice, but not when it comes to MLMs, okay? Because in an MLM, what this advice is going to cause is those people staying longer in the MLM, staying longer, even though according to the FTC, they have 99% of chances of never making any profit. The statistics are against you. The business model is against you. So you working through the negative feelings about your MLM biz is not going to change anything for you. You're still going to fail because it's just set up for you to fail. So like I said, okay advice in my opinion, but not okay when it comes to MLM because the MLMs are just set up for people to fail.
Here are just some quick examples of what are you gonna do about it? Okay, this is how I talk to myself. What are you going to do about it? Okay, so for example, if someone says to me, I'll start with my very first example. My very first example was, I'm terrified of live videos. When I first started my business, I'm terrified of live videos. So I was like, maybe I will get over my fear of live videos. If I learn enough about them, if I watch enough of other people doing them, maybe I'll become more comfortable with the idea of live videos. So here's what happens. We convince ourselves that eventually whatever the obstacle is just going to disappear, that we're just going to get over it, okay? So we wait, we hesitate, we wish, and we hope. And so even though we have this big obstacle, we're literally just staring at it and we're not moving. It's just in the way, okay? So eventually you're just stuck and you're not going anywhere. So instead of taking all of this time and wasting all of this time, you guys waste a lot of time. And I'm going to give you even more examples where you're going to go, oh, she's totally for real about this. Okay. So instead of taking any moment of hesitation at all If I feel fear, if I feel worry, if I feel self-doubt, I go, okay, what if you are going to be scared of live videos forever? Whatever situation you're in right now is not going to change. Absolute worst case scenario. You're never gonna not be scared of live videos. What are you gonna do about it? Are you just gonna keep sitting there for the next 5 years of your life? What if you never get over it? What if you watch 100,000 videos and you never feel more comfortable? You are never gonna feel more comfortable than you feel right now. So what are you gonna do about it right now to get over it?
Okay, the key to success is not constantly being uncomfortable and constantly doing things that make you extremely uncomfortable. You being uncomfortable or comfortable doesn't have anything to do with it. Like I just said, when you're in a business that is literally set up for you to fail in it, it doesn't matter how comfortable you are. You forcing yourself to do these live videos, it's not gonna make anything better for you business-wise. You know, you're still gonna fail. Especially if you're just an average person, you don't have a big following on social media, you're not an influencer or anything like that where you can recruit your followers or sell this to them. This is just trash. This has nothing to do with it. You being uncomfortable, comfortable is not going to change anything. It's not going to change the outcome of your business. You're still doomed to fail.
And so I started doing live videos knowing that forever, the entire rest of my life, I was going to be scared. Was I scared forever the rest of my life? No. But my absolute worst case scenario in my mind was I'm going to be scared forever, so I might as well just start doing the videos, okay? So then the next one, people will tell me, let's do one. None of my friends want to buy from me. How many of y'all have said that? None of my friends want to buy from me. None of my friends are interested. Okay, so you can try to convince them. You can wish, wait, and hope that they come around, or you can do something about it right now. Okay, none of your friends are ever going to buy from you. I'm gonna look at Instagram. None of your friends are ever going to buy from you. Actually, they're switched. This is Facebook, that's Instagram. What if not a single person on your friends list right now, not a single person in your entire network right now is ever going to buy from you? What are you gonna do about it? Are you gonna sit there and wallow and wish and hope, or are you gonna go find new people? Go take action right now. Not a single person that's on your friends list is available. Not a single person that you even know in this already existence is available. Are you gonna go find new people? Will your business thrive if whatever situation you're in right now never changes? Another one, people will tell me, no one wants to book parties. I had this conversation on a coaching call a couple days ago. She said, no one wants to book parties. And you know what? I have trained on how to book parties over and over and over. This person in particular is one of my OGs. She's been with me almost 5 years. She knows the drill. So instead of me telling her, oh, try this, try this, try this, I said, we're changing this up. I'm telling you what I would tell myself. What if you never book another party again in the entire career of your business? You are never going to book a single party. What are you going to do about it? How is your business going to thrive? How are you going to pivot, and how are you going to build your business to where it can survive and thrive without ever booking a single party? What are you going to do about it? And this girl's been with me for 5 years, you guys, and she looked at me like I was nuts, and she was like, I've never heard you say that before. And so I'm telling you, it's a mindset shift. Instead of sitting, waiting, wishing, and hoping, you instantly go in a moment, you know what? This situation is never gonna change. What am I gonna do about it? Can my business still survive and thrive if I just say, this is never gonna change, let's figure it out? Another one for me, I always think I'm not good at makeup. I realize that probably sounds a little silly right now when I have a full face of makeup on, okay? But this has been a huge limiting belief of mine my entire business. Why am I gonna go do live videos if I'm not good at makeup? I can't teach anybody anything. I'm gonna embarrass myself if I go live and try to teach other people makeup. This one's really hard for you guys. Other people do makeup so much better. How can I have a really good makeup business? How can I sell people makeup if I don't know how to do makeup, okay? This is real. This is how I talk to myself. I'm very negative about my makeup skills, okay? What are you gonna do about it? So I do things like shenanigans. Shenanigans helps me through my fear of not being able to do makeup well. Again, I realize that sounds silly right now, but this is in my head. In my head, I think I can't do makeup well, so instead, I make it fun. I make it silly. I make fun of myself because then I can keep going. I find a way to be able to implement action immediately. If I get into my head where I'm like, I cannot do makeup videos because people are gonna laugh at me, okay, let's give them a freaking show. Does that make sense?
Oh, Jesus Christ. Why don't you just take courses in makeup courses, and get better in makeup? If you want to make makeup, selling makeup, putting makeup on your face, your business, are you that lazy that you don't want to invest in a course where you're actually going to learn how to use makeup? Isn't that more logical here? If you want to be a serious business owner, you really don't want to learn how to do makeup. You're just going to make fun of yourself and make it funny. Sure, fine. But how are people supposed to see you as a professional if you have no idea what you're doing and you have no interest in learning how to do makeup properly? Like, how does that even make sense? The fact that this makes sense in her head is very concerning. Like, you're not a business owner. You don't even know how to do makeup. You're just making this into a big joke online. That's what you're doing. How are people supposed to see you as a serious business owner? What? It doesn't even make sense. Oh my God. And she's feeding people this BS. If you're not an expert, if you're not certified in something, don't go try to teach people how to do it if you don't know how to do it yourself. Oh my God. It's that simple.
I find ways to instantly take action about whatever it is. Another big one for me is that my kids don't listen. My kids don't sit by themselves for 2 seconds. My kids are never, like, I cannot sit them with toys and they will just sit there and be quiet. It's impossible. And so I went through almost a full year in my business where I didn't go live as much because I was like, I'll go live whenever they take a nap. Joke was on me. The only way that they would sleep is if I slept with them. I had to lay next to them. Can't go live if you're laying next to your kid. You know? And so it was like, okay, I'll go live whenever, you know, my husband gets home. But it's like, husband gets home, this is back when he was working, and it's like, you have to cook dinner or whatever. And so I kept waiting. I kept hesitating. And eventually I finally said, Morgan, what if your kids never learn to sit by themselves? What if your kids never stop talking ever? What are you going to do about it? Very simple. My door's open. If my kids interrupt me, they interrupt. They get to hear me be very loud in my house. I echo throughout my whole house when I do these videos. I'm stopping, waiting until everything is perfect, and I'm taking action. They're gonna interrupt. Awesome. My kids are cute. They're gonna be sassy. Cool. It's relatable. You know what? So I started taking more action and saying, my kids are never going to listen. So instead of waiting and hesitating, I was able to grow my business in a way that is surrounded by my crazy chaos. People say I have chaotic energy. My life is totally disorganized. You know what? If I waited for my life to be perfect, I'd be waiting a really long time, like a lot of y'all are. And instead, I have this dream life that I'm freaking in love with because I've learned to take actions throughout all of the things that I'm scared of. Instead of hesitating, I immediately take action. I feel like I had one more. Maybe that was it. Hold on. Okay, so I think those are those are my big personal examples. But like, let me know in the comments if there's anything that comes to mind for you. Like, what is it that you're waiting for? You're waiting to be good at something. You're waiting for someone to support you. You're waiting for your schedule to clear up so that you have more time. What if your schedule never changes? What if whatever your schedule is right now never changes? What are you gonna do about it? Where are you gonna fit your business in? Is it a priority or is it not? Like, what if your spouse never supports you? Ever. Never supports your business. What are you gonna do about it? Are you gonna find a way to build your business anyway? Are you gonna find a way that respectfully builds it into your life? Stop waiting and wishing and hoping and say, what am I gonna do about it? If my situation right now, whatever your life is right now, whatever your results are right now, if nothing changes, what are you gonna do about it to build a thriving business. And I'm telling you, if you can learn to real talk yourself like this, instead of waiting 1 hour, 1 week, 1 month, 1 year, 1 freaking decade, in an instant, you can take action. Okay? So I know that all sounds crazy. It's going so far negative that you flip around to a positive. But the next time you feel some sort of fear, some sort of self-doubt, some sort of negativity, I want you to say, this is never gonna change. What am I gonna do about it? Okay? So, I love all of you. Hopefully that was okay. I will see you again tomorrow. I'll do something with like actionable steps. But feel free to follow and share with your friends and turn on notifications.
Well, who would have thought another, in my opinion, useless advice? But let me know down below if you think any of this was useless. I mean, let's try it like this. No matter how much effort and work you put into your MLM biz, you're never gonna be successful in it. What are you gonna do about it? How about that one? How about you quit because you're never gonna be successful? I think that's a more valuable lesson. Like I said, she never mentions what company she's from, but I think she's probably Pruvit. I don't know. Bestie, if you're watching this, if you know which company she's in, can you please send me a DM? Let me know, because I have no idea. It would be easier if I could just link the income disclosure statement of the MLM that she's a part of so that we can see how many people fail. And again, those people are not failing because they're lazy. The business model is set up for people to fail. So just another trash advice in my opinion. Again, some of the stuff that she said was good, it was okay, but it was not relevant to MLMs, because if you adopt that advice for an MLM, you're just going to end up being in a loop and your circumstances are not going to change because you're still doomed to fail. But anyway, I'm going to wrap that up here. I hope you enjoyed it, and don't forget to click that like and subscribe button if you'd like to support me, and big shout out to all my channel members. As always, really do appreciate you guys, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye.